Welcome to the Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023, organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Ibukrama with support from ExxonMobil Foundation. We're into our quarterfinal matches. These two schools that you will be meeting in just a bit, they both won their first match, and hence they're facing off against each other. It's Bush Lot Secondary going up against New Amsterdam Multilateral. And so let's go to our players from Bush Lot Secondary and have them introduce themselves.
My name is Sharifa Prasad. I attend Bush Lot Secondary and I am in Form 1.
My name is Kishan Samaru. I am a foreman and I attend Bush Lot Secondary.
My name is David Sinorai. I am from Form 1. I attend Bush Lot Secondary.
Sharifa, Kishan and Davy from Bush Lot Secondary. And across the way from New Amsterdam, that's New Amsterdam Multilateral School, let's have those players introduce themselves.
My name is Devendra Mathur. I am a grade 7 student of New Amsterdam Secondary.
My name is Nandita Niram. I'm a grade 7 student from New Amsterdam Secondary School.
My name is Amir West. I am a grade 7 student at New Amsterdam Multilateral School.
Devendra, Nandita and Amia from New Amsterdam Multilateral. So, let's get into our first question. This one will be going to Sharifa. Sharifa, what is the general name given to gases in our atmosphere that contribute to global warming and climate change? There's a general name given to gases in our atmosphere that contribute to global warming and climate change. Give me that name.
Greenhouse gases.
Greenhouse gases for 5 points. Baby questions, another baby question. This one for Devendra, New Amsterdam Multi. What is the greenhouse gas that is thought to be the main contributor to global warming and climate change?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. Correct, for 5 points. So now we go to Kishan. Kishan, what are solar panels used for? Explain to us what solar panels are used for.
Giving us energy, like light,
That's not enough.
and it generates from the sun.
Yes, that's correct, for 5 points. That's the whole point about the solar panel. Solar, sun. Panel collecting sunlight, converting that into electricity. And I must say there are quite a few around, even in Georgetown on the coast, but they have some banks of them in parts of the interior. Solar panels generating good electricity. Okay, and now we go to Nandita, same baby question. What is hydropower? What is hydropower?
Hydropower is power generated from water.
What power?
Energy power.
All right, we'll give you 5 points. Electricity, energy, that would work. Yes, for 5 points. See, we want to make sure you understand, you're not just cramming the terms, but you understand what they mean. And especially questions as simple as these that we've had throughout the competition so far. Okay, now, Davy, we're going into a little bit of current and ancient affairs, I must say. Who was the first executive president of Guyana? Give me the name of the first executive president of Guyana. A bit of our history here, political history.
Honorable Arthur Chung.
No, that wouldn't work. Amia.
It's Honorable Arthur Chung.
She said that and I said it wouldn't work. If it didn't work for her, it's not going to work for you. Nope, nobody gets any points for that one. It was the first executive, that's why I underlined the word. Arthur Chung was our first president. the first executive president. I can hear you at home saying LFS Burnham. Of course, of course. Forbes Burnham, our first executive president. And now we're going to Amia. Amia, so far, who has been the youngest president for Guyana or in Guyana? So far, up to this point, who has been the youngest president or acceded to the presidency as the youngest person so far in Guyana?
Honorable Dr. Infant Anu.
No, that wouldn't work. Davy.
Honorable Dr. Barjagdia.
Bharat Jagdeo, President Bharat Jagdeo. Yeah, I know our current president came in quite young, but President Jagdeo, former President Jagdeo, beat him by a few years. And he was quite young. He was in his 30s, actually, when he acceded to the presidency. All right, so that's 3 points for Bushlot Secondary, taking that away from New Amsterdam Multi. Well, that's brought us down to the end of our first segment of competition. Some good, some not so good, but we will be back. And just to remind you, this is a quarter-final matchup between Bushlot Secondary School from Region 5 and New Amsterdam Multi from Region 6 in our Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Iwakurama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back, welcome back. We're in a good matchup between Bushlot Secondary and New Amsterdam Multilateral School in our quarterfinal number 3, our team segment. I give the team a question and then they get 10 seconds to consult, come back with an answer, and then I rule whether that's correct for 5 points or not correct, and we go to the other side to see if they can pick up 3 points. Here's the first question, and it goes to Bushlot Secondary. What is the major difference? What is the major difference between renewable and non-renewable sources of energy? Think about that. Tell me, however you can, what is the major difference between renewable and non-renewable sources of energy? 10 seconds. All right, that's your 10 seconds. I'll get that answer on behalf of Bushlot from Sharifa.
Renewable is things from natural causes, and non-renewable is like how human things, activities.
No, dear, I don't think that's going to make it. Devendra.
Renewable, you can get it back, but non-renewable, you can't get it back. But you can get it back in like a longer period of time.
We're talking about sources of energy, and none of you are addressing that, right? So I don't think we can give you anything on that, Devendra. Renewable sources of energy, sources that, look, that's the key word, will not run out, right? Renewable sources of energy, wind and sun and so on. I just want to make sure I'm not giving away the next question. But they don't run out. Non-renewable sources, they run out, like oil and so forth. After we collect all the oil we have out there, it'll be finished, and it's not going to be back until millions of years, because that's how long it takes to get that non-renewable source of energy. So you could have, as I said, you could have explained it anyhow you wanted. Now we're going over to Devendra from New Amsterdam. Name one source of renewable energy and one source of non-renewable energy. One source of renewable and one source of non-renewable. 10 seconds. Okay, that's time. So, Devendra, this question is to you. So, first of all, one source of renewable energy.
Solar energy.
A source of renewable energy.
The sun.
The sun, yes. The sun would work. And non renewable?
Like fossil fuel.
Go ahead.
Like the remains of animals.
What is it called? You're taking too long, Devendra. Let's go over to Sharifa.
Renewable energy is like the sun, and we have like flower for
Okay, non renewable.
like fossil fuels like oil.
Yep. Oil, coal, things like those for 3 points. See what we have to make sure you understand what you're saying. Fossil fuel, fine, but you had a number of examples you could have given me. So 3 points going over to Bushlot Secondary. And now Bushlot Secondary, you can get 5 points if you give me this answer to this question. Why is it better? Listen carefully. Why is it better for the environment and the fight against global warming for countries to change to renewable sources of energy? Why is it better for the environment and the fight against global warming for countries to change to more renewable sources of energy? 10 seconds. All right, that's about time for you. Bushlot will get your answer first and then rule on that. This is from Kishan.
Because they never runs out, the renewable energy.
No, that wouldn't work. We're saying why is it better for the environment and the fight against global warming? You're not addressing that question. Nandita.
It is better because it lessens the greenhouse gases, which reduces carbon dioxide.
Yeah, that would work for 3 points. Renewable energy would not produce the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, right? Non-renewable energy like fossil fuel, they do. All right, so now we go over to New Amsterdam Multi, and your question, what is the name of, so that's 3 points, 3 points for New Amsterdam Multi, let's just be clear on that. They can get 5 points here though. What is the name of Guyana's national plan to use more renewable sources of energy as well as preserving our forests? What is the name of Guyana's national plan to use more renewable sources of energy as well as preserving our forest? 10 seconds. Amsterdam, your time is up. We'll get that answer from Nandita.
It is called the Low Carbon Development Strategy.
Yes, my dear, for 5 points. The Low Carbon Development Strategy has various activities that will encourage the use of renewable energy and so on. And of course, preserving our forest. Now we go back to Bushlot Secondary. I'll get this answer from Davy, but here's the question to the entire team. Thinking of Guyana's history, why was February 23rd chosen as the date for Guyana's Republic Day? Thinking of our history, that's the clue. Why was February 23rd chosen as the date for Guyana's Republic Day? 10 seconds. All right, that's about time, Davy. I'll get that answer from you, dear. And if not, we'll go across to EMEA.
Because it was a day we gained a republic status.
No, I gave you a clue. Thinking of our history, it's a historically significant date. Amir,
I did not know the answer.
she doesn't know. Very honest child. You know, it's the 1763 Berbice Slave Rebellion, commemorating that, and that's what the monument, the Coffee Monument, is called. We call it Coffee Monument, but it's called the 1763 Monument, commemorating that particular rebellion by the African slaves in Guyana. All right. Well, we're continuing along that line, history. Cuffy, however, I mean, although we know him very well, Cuffy was not the only leader of that particular it was well known around the Caribbean, actually, that rebellion. I want you to name at least one other leader of the 1763 rebellion in Guyana. There were like about 4 of them that were named. So Cuffy was one. You have that. So name me one other leader of the 1763 rebellion that Cuffy was part of. Okay, that's about 10 seconds. Amia?
Damon,
Damon? No, dear. Devi?
Suresh Bali.
Who?
Suresh Bali.
I wouldn't repeat that answer. No, you had Atta, Akara, and Akabra. There was, in fact, one time a school in I don't know if it's still going, but there was an Akabra college or institution or something like that on the highway, and that was, of course, honoring one of the leaders of that slave rebellion. Now, why our kids should know this? Because they studied it last year and the year before, right, as part of their history lesson. And as I said, we think of Cuffy more than the others, but the others were very much involved in that 1763 rebellion. Okay, well, that has brought us down to the end of our team question segment. We will come back with a score, an update of the score. It should be quite interesting. In this matchup between Bushlot Secondary and New Amsterdam Multilateral in our quarterfinal number 3 in our Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Iwakrama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs of Guyana. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back. Well, we've got a good matchup here between Bushlot Secondary and New Amsterdam. I have to tell you, as we're looking at our audience, once again, that we did allow 4 standby players. Leah is from Bushlot Secondary, and from New Amsterdam, Multi is Raivona George. Anyway, now about our scorers. 2 teachers, one from each of the school, and the referee from the Ministry of Education. I say referee because that never happens. They're always agreeable and always pleasant. Our teacher from Bushlot Secondary, Canisia Bacchus, you see her there, lovely green top, and Ms. Keisha Paul, a senior officer from the Ministry of Education, bright red, and a kind of pinkish. Well, it looks pink on the monitor, but when I look at it, it's closer to brown. I'm terrible at this fashion thing, so I better stop it. Our third teacher there, our third person at the scorer's table, Ms. Bibi Ali from New Amsterdam, multi. All right, so what did they tell me about the score? Very, very close. Just a couple of points separating the two schools. Bushlots Secondary has a total of 16 points. New Amsterdam Multi, 18 points. And we'll move to the next round. Our third segment, one-on-one questions. First to Sharifa. What is the official language of Guyana's immediate neighbor to the east? What is the official... I'm trying to make it a little difficult, right? Rather than tell you the name of the country. What is the official language of Guyana's immediate neighbor to the east?
English.
All right, first of all, you have to tell me the neighbor and then tell me the language. English is not right. Devendra. No, too long. It's Suriname, right? Our eastern neighbor. And it's Dutch. So nobody gets any points there. Okay, similar kind of question. This is Devendra, what is the official language of our neighbor to our south, our immediate neighbor to our south?
Brazil, and it's
Quickly. Too long. Sharifa.
Brazil, and it speaks French.
No, dear. Brazil is right, but it's Portuguese. So nobody gets any points for those first two questions. Let's move along and see whether we'll do some better work in the second one for Bushlot Secondary. I want you to name me the national agency that is responsible for safeguarding Guyana's environment. Give me the full name of the national agency that's responsible for safeguarding the environment. Kishan. 10 seconds. Sorry, son, that's too long. Nandita. Too long. Well, the environment should have given you a clue. The Environmental Protection Agency. The Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, as it's known. I'm sure you knew that, right? Okay, well, it's Nandita and New Amsterdam Multi that will be getting this question. It's a kind of similar question. I want you to give me the name of the national agency that has responsibility for regulating mining in Guyana and mining lands in Guyana. Name the national agency that has responsibility for regulating mining in Guyana. 10 seconds.
I don't know that answer.
She doesn't know the answer. Kishan.
Me either.
Well, these are honest kids. The GGMC, the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. And these are general knowledge questions that you guys really should know. EPA, I'm a little struck by that. What's your environment? I mean, that should have sprung to your mind immediately. Okay, well, let's move on. We're going to Bushlot Secondary, and Davy, you will give me the answer. What is the official name of the Teachers Training College in Guyana? The official name of the Teachers Training College in Guyana. 10 seconds.
UG.
UG, no. Amia.
The University of Guyana.
Not at all. UG and the University of Guyana is the same thing. The Cyril Potter College of Education. As we go along, Amia, Give me the name of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Guyana. Give me the name of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Guyana. 10 seconds.
I do not know that answer.
Doesn't know. Davy. Give up the...
Miss-
You have an answer?
Mr.
Sorry, too long. Professor Paloma Mohamed Martin. We'll take a break, we'll head to our scorers, and we'll bring you the final score of this matchup between Bushlot Secondary and New Amsterdam Multilateral in our quarterfinal number 3 in our Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Iwakarama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back, welcome back. Well, we've got a final result for you from our 3 scorers. Canisia Bacchus from Bushlot Secondary, Miss Keisha Paul from the Ministry of Education, and Miss Bibi Ali from New Amsterdam Multi. And let's just remind you, it's Bushlot Secondary from Region 5 going up against New Amsterdam Multilateral. We didn't get a lot of traction in the final segment, so the scores remain the same as we heard them before. So let's give you those again. Bushlot Secondary ended up with a total of 16 points. New Amsterdam Multi, 18 points, and they are the winners. Well, they both tried their best, but New Amsterdam Multi is the school that will be moving in to the semi-finals of the Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023, organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Iwakarama, and with support from ExxonMobil Foundation.